My name is Kamarion, and today I'm going to be talking about police brutality and how to de-escalate situations like that. But my main focus today will be Trayvon Martin, a 17-year-old who was killed while walking home by George Zimmerman. The 28-year-old reported Martin as a suspicious person in the neighborhood to the Sanford police. Him and George later on got into an altercation which led Trayvon Martin to be fatally shot in the chest by George Zimmerman. I know you got another situation you guys heard of is George Floyd, who was killed in a traffic stop. The death of George Floyd caused awareness all around the world, even caused the Minneapolis Police Department to get burned down. Looting and protests came with it also. Another person that I know you guys heard of is Breonna Taylor. She was shot in her sleep by the police. They entered the home looking for her boyfriend and shot her instead. Another death that spreaded awareness was Ahmaud Arbery, a 26-year-old who was shot while jogging. They thought he was a suspicious person in the neighborhood, ended up shooting him. He was just jogging and stuff, and they thought he was doing something he wasn't supposed to, and they killed the 26-year-old. So do you got any questions for me?
I do, actually. So do you ever feel like with all of these scenarios, most of them that were like just living their normal days, like
Right.
cooperating, do you ever feel like you're scared that any of that will like happen to you? Like, say you're just jogging. Do you ever like look around like, oh snap, let me make sure let me take my hood off so don't none of the cops see me and try to shoot me?
I would say, you said, am I ever worried about stuff?
Do you ever feel nervous about like stuff like that? You just living your normal life. Like, do you think about that a lot?
Yeah, because these people, they was just doing them jogging and stuff. I would say, yeah, I think about stuff like that because nowadays it's a lot of more like Trump, he giving the police immunity and stuff. So you never know what could go on with that. And in this time of day, it's more corrupt cops. So I would say that's something I'm worried about. Long as I'm not looking suspicious, try to not look suspicious or nothing like that, I would say it ain't a big worry, but yeah.
Okay.
You got any other questions?
Do you think you've ever come across a corrupt cop, or if you've never been stopped by any police, do you think you'd be able to tell who a corrupt cop is when you see them or hear them?
Yeah, you able to tell when you come across a corrupt cop because, say for instance, it's a cop who come off aggressively, and it's that chill cop. You always can tell which one the chill one, the one who just want to overstep their part. For example, me and my dad, we was on a road trip one time, and my dad, he ended up getting pulled over. And they said he was doing 80, and he asked the officer, can I see the radar? The officer was I don't have to show you my radar. I don't have to do this. I don't have to do that. And it's just I know what I clocked you at and did this. And that's how you could tell a corrupt cop.
Yep, because cops they get they get upset when you tell them that you know your rights, when you
Right.
make it known that you know your rights. And if you ask a cop for certain things, they are required to show that to you if you ask.
Exactly. I feel like cops, they think just because you're race, you don't know a lot of stuff. And I feel like in today's world, it's good to know your rights and stuff. Because if you don't know your rights, you could be in a bad position.
Do you think you'd be able to stay calm in any of those scenarios, or do you think you'd be the type of person to lose your stuff?
No, in those type of situations, you got to stay calm. If you don't stay calm, you never know how the situation can
Right,
escalate.
just pray you able to keep your composure.
That's how situations escalate because most people, they lose it because you never know what that person going through.
Right.
But I would say in situations like that, you got to stay calm. For
Right.
sure.
That was all my questions. That was all my questions.
We signing out. Catch y'all on the next episode of True School.